What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Warriors and Renegades. And with that, I want to welcome everybody back to another late season edition of the Fall 25 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's contest between the Warriors and Renegades. Stu, how you doing today?
Very well. Looking forward to exciting, well, there's an extra E there somewhere, evening of Battle Court.
Well, great day in store for you all. Winding down this regular season here. Let's take a look at the standings, because right now, got the Renegades and Warriors tonight. So the Warriors start outside of the playoffs, tied for 5th place. The Renegades right now sit in 3rd place. A win tonight for the Renegades makes it pretty simple. They will clinch a playoff spot. The Warriors up there, it's a little more complicated just because of where they sit in the standings. They can't clinch anything today, either good or bad. So we'll see what happens here today. But the Warriors just hoping to get points. That's what we've been saying. You get the points, help yourself out as much as you can here late in the season. Beginning here with some doubles action. 2 singles and 4 doubles today. Division 2 brings out Douglas and Manny for the Warriors and Gaucheri and Ben for the Renegades. These two matched up earlier in the season. Gaucheri and Ben won that match in 3 sets. But the Warriors won 3 of the 5 matches played earlier this season. Potentially a favorable game day. We'll see. Douglas has a serve. We begin.
Here's Manny on the backhand from the 11th line. Cortada. Forehand. Robote left side by Douglas. He goes for the 2-all. That lands out. First point of the game day goes to Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades.
That's a particularly aggressive play, I mean, for Douglas to start off the match. I mean, usually in the first point, guys kind of ease into it, engage in a long rally. I mean, Douglas usually, he starts throwing shots maybe a little bit later in the match, trying to maybe send a message, set the tone. Just kicked it a little wide.
Douglas picks the serve, rifles it inside. What a scoop by Ben. Split placement, caught in the air by Ben. That's a good read. Manny will take this on the bounce at the 12. Robote forehand. That's up in the overhead screen. We're all tied up, 1-1. Douglas serves.
Just late contact with the sidewall as Gaucheri was trying to play that Robote. I mean, you can see it pretty clearly there along the inside, just clipped late, kind of stuck in the basket. He tried to flick it up, but got a piece of that overhead screen.
Ben with fine catch down low. Gaucheri from the forehand. Manny's there. Backhand by Douglas to the inside. Ben from the 12. Ben now from deep in the backcourt, puts it back to the inside. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Played to the outside by Douglas. Gaucheri reaching behind him. Throws a cortado. What a catch by Manny. Two all by Douglas. Perfectly executed to score. 2 points for Douglas and Manny. Douglas serves.
Well, again, keeping up with what we saw in that first point. I mean, he's throwing a number of costados early in this set. There's the 2-all, gets it to open up wide. I mean, look, you start throwing too many of those, Gaucheri's going to be forced to defend the outside. That'll leave Ben a little more exposed, and I think that's what the Warriors would hope for. So far, so good.
Robote left side by Gaucheri. Stays to the side wall. Robote forehand. Catch by Gaucheri. The Philo hits the pad. The pad is bad. 3 points for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors.
And when we've seen this Renegades team struggle, it's when Gaucheri has to, play hero ball up in the front, throw a bunch of shots. This team doesn't play from behind all too well, and maybe as well as you'd think with Gaucheri up there in the front. Douglas will put pressure on you. 3-1 now. Warriors lead.
Douglas on the catch, backhand from the 9 line to the inside. Ben makes the play at the 11. Powerful backhand by Manny. Manny will take this on the bounce overhead.
Ooh, what a stop.
Robote forehand by Douglas. Caught by Ben.
That hit.
Hard throw to the inside will score for Douglas. 4 points for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas serves.
And Douglas not getting too cute with it up there in the front court either. You blast it to the inside. Look, if Ben makes that catch, you tip your cap, but the rally keeps going, and there's probably not a lot he's going to do with it. You could throw a drop shot, throw a 2-all, and Gaucheri makes a play. It could totally flip the point. Keeping it simple. Good strategy here so far. Now another point, 4-1.
Good serve by Douglas. Rotate forehand. Douglas reaches behind him, makes the play at the 8 line. Manny peels that right off the side wall. Rebote forehand to the backcourt. Ben keeps his forehand high. Douglas has the rebote. It passes. Ben makes the catch. Rebote left side. Douglas takes that on the bounce. Backhand to the inside. Ben, great catch at the 12 line. Manny now deep in the backcourt, comes out on the left side. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Big bounce. Stopped by Ben. Ben from the 12 line. Outside placement. Covered by Manny. Manny powerfully. Gaucheri picks it up. Inside. Manny passes on it. Plays the rebote. Gaucheri attacks. Picks it up. Split placement. Scooped by Douglas in an amazing play. 2-all scooped by Douglas again, and the Cortado will score.
They deserved it.
5 points for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas serves.
Yeah, you know, when you think about what it takes to be a great highlight player, Douglas has all the tools and all the skills here. I mean, the defense on full display here, but first you got to shout out Manny. I mean, has his back up there, makes the catch outside. Great save here, but then this is where the action kicks up. Splitter, scoop by Douglas. I mean, what a catch that was, and killed it with the Cortada.
Ben from the 10 line. Wall to wall from the left side he goes. Rebote for Douglas.
Got him.
Philo scores. 2 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri has a serve. Still a possible set point for Douglas and Manning.
Yeah, we've seen that, even that particular throw, break a bone. So, yeah, a little bit dangerous, but just got to react in time. Douglas gave a quick thumbs up to Gaucheri. He's good. Still, chance for the Warriors to close it out, 5-2.
Great catch by Manny. Good read. Ben makes the catch at the 11 line. Sends it back to the backcourt. Douglas alone at the 9 line. Passing from the forehand. Gaucheri looking for the rebote from the left side. Douglas attacks. Has it on the Costalo. Powerful throw inside. What a scoop by Ben. Backhand by Manning. Ben's there. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Ben on the catch. Keeps it on the right side. Plays it high. Douglas pulls it out of the air. Backhand from the 9. Right to the corner. Ben's there. Beautiful catch by Gaucheri at the side wall. Hard backhand. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Ben takes it in the air. Douglas reads the outside placement. Cortada caught the pad. 3 points for Gaucheri and Ben. The Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, Douglas really does throw the Cortada well, and maybe one of the best on the roster. But sometimes you just don't need to throw the most perfect Cortada we've seen. I mean, the one before was pretty darn good. That time, you see he drops down a little bit, tries to get the arm at a better angle, and it throws it a little bit low, gives a point away, and now it feels like this could happen. 5-3.
Here's the backhand by Gaucheri. Ben, powerful backhand. He throws a wall-to-wall from the backcourt. Douglas forehand rebote. Wall-to-wall from the right side. Gaucheri. Manny on the rebote. Gaucheri has it. Winds up. Inside placement. Manny went for the rebote. Just missed. A 4th point for Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades. Still possible set point for Douglas and Manny.
Well, Gaucheri gets an opportunity here, just keeps it inside. I mean, no risk here. Test Manny. And look, I mean, he stepped up a little bit. I mean, starting at about the 10 line, he's trying to make a tough catch in the air or looking for the rebote. And it was a tough one once it hit off the back wall.
Powerful backhand by Gaucheri. Douglas makes a save on the rebote. Gaucheri moving in, winding up. Back to the inside he goes. Rebote forehand is just wide. 5-5. In the first set. Set point.
A tough one there. I mean, you know, you like communication, but you like both to be present in that conversation. You know, if Manny's turning and looking towards the back wall and Douglas is trying to articulate something, you know, could mess up the chemistry. You got to talk it out.
Rebote to the inside. Here's Manny. Juggling on the catch of Manny. That is point and set to Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades. They take it 6-5. Put 2 minutes on the board, come back out, play our next set.
I mean, and really the last thing the Warriors needed. I mean, this is a team that, I mean, pretty volatile in terms of we've seen to start off the year strong, then the big lull, picked it up again, a bit of a lull right now. I mean, coming off of a game day where they lost 5-1, I mean, the last thing they want is to blow a pretty big lead here in the first set of a match that really could flip the game day. I mean, this Division II match is about as even as it is.
You really have to finish it when you, don't want to say when you have the opportunity, but extra focus on just ending the set when you're that far ahead. You don't want to be lulled into a sense of anything. We're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida.
But yet we see that time and time again. You know, these leads feel way more comfortable than they are. I mean, you saw it was just 5-1. Douglas is playing great. Manny catching everything behind him, and then it can flip in an instant. And when you got, you know, one of, if not the best player in the league out there on the court against you, it's even more reason that you don't want to take your foot off the gas. You just want to keep firing. I mean, the one thing I will say is those last 4 points, we didn't see any shots up there in the front. I mean, it was all playing to the backcourt. Gaucheri started to pick it up a little bit, but when they built their lead, it was Douglas taking the chances and making it happen up there in the front. I mean, how many did we see those last 4 points? I don't know if we saw one costado, not even a shot really.
Gaucheri did a good job of keeping it in the side. Ben was making catches in the back, setting Gaucheri up, and pressure really got put on Manny.
And a couple misses there in the back, and then 6-5. The Warriors let it go, and the Renegades take advantage. They get the first set of the game day. And a match that they've won previously this year, too. Well, it'll be important how the Warriors come out here, and we'll see how they do to begin set number 2.
We're ready to begin our second set. Douglas has a serve for the Warriors. There's the serve. We begin. Here's the backhand by Manny. Caught by Ben at the 12 line. Ben, tremendous catch off the side wall, deep in the backcourt. Douglas, powerfully from the left side. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall, played by Gaucheri. High and inside, Douglas is there. Douglas again, midcourt, powerful backhand. Stopped by Ben. Straight to the corner, out to the rebote. Gaucheri makes the save. Here's Manny. Rebote left side. Catch by Manny. Here's the backhand from the 12 line. Gaucheri, forehand rebote. Manny takes it overhead. Big right side to the backcourt. Rebote coming out to the 8 line. Douglas cuts it off. Inside it goes. Ben makes a tremendous save. Rebote left side. Gaucheri going in and cut it off. Did not make the play. Manny on the catch. Backhand from the 10.
Right in the corner.
What a catch by Douglas. Philo. Scoop by Gaucheri. Inside placement, stopped by Manny. Cortada by Manny, stopped by Ben. The point is still going. Rebote coming out. Douglas on the rebote, sends it back. Gaucheri's calling for it. Lots of traffic, and it hit the pad. Tremendous play by all four players. The first point of the second set goes to Douglas and Manny.
Yeah, you were right on it, Stu. I mean, just a lot for Gaucheri to work through to get back to that rebote, and then when he was in position, just couldn't get a lot on it.
Looked like he was maneuvering around cones.
Yeah, I mean, you see here, this is a pretty good placement shot. Just overthrows it a bit. And the ball does, when it hits the sidewall, it does kind of stay in the air a little bit longer, so maybe helped him out a bit. Manny just got up to it. And Ben doesn't really overthrow that backhand either. I mean, could have blasted it. Gaucheri's there, but, yep, see, just comes up short.
Here's the backhand by Ben. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand. Ben, tremendous catch, the 13. Manny again. Back to the inside. Gaucheri looking for the rebote. Douglas cuts it off the 8. Backhand to the inside. Ben's there. Douglas on the catch. Powerful Costado. This one caught by Ben. Ben going up high.
Oh, what a catch.
Gaucheri for the rebote. Mid-court. Puts it inside hard. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Here's the backhand by Ben. Douglas forehand rebote to the outside.
Wow, what a shot.
Lands in and scores. 2 points for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas serves.
Well, I mean, he threw this off his footing, too. I mean, Gaucheri's thinking about one thing, is attacking that ball, because Douglas is off his footing. He sees him floated up there. He's thinking about ending the point, but Douglas turns it into an outside placement. It's a big bounce past Ben, past Gaucheri, and second point on the board for the Warriors. It's a great response after the way the first set closed out.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
But still, have to close these sets out.
Manny on the catch. Backhand from the 12 line. Ben from the 11 to the inside. Rebote on the wall. Douglas makes the play. That curves back in. That hit the railing up at the top of the court. That's out of play. Third point for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas serves.
It just clipped a piece of that rail. And any part is out of play, and it doesn't hit the net, doesn't make that same look. So it's a good call there by the back judge. Third point.
Douglas on the catch. Here's the backhand. Ben from the 11 line. Manny's there. Difficult catch by Manny, deep in the backcourt, sends it to the corner, out to the rebote, played on the forehand of Gaucheri. Douglas at the side wall makes the play. 4 points for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas serves.
Yeah, and there's Gaucheri trying to turn a totally defensive rebote into an offensive one. I mean, off his footing there, moving into the backcourt, shoots one back at, seemed like about the 10 line almost. Came in way low.
We've seen him do some pretty amazing things.
Right.
That just did not work.
Yeah. Almost tipped.
Ball tipped, 5 points, possible set point for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. He's more than capable of catching that, but I think it was coming a little faster than he was expecting because that happened quick.
Yeah. 5 straight here, and the Warriors looking to force a third set.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Ben.
That's it.
Point and set to Douglas and Manny. We have split sets. We'll come back and play a third set in 2 minutes.
Well, really, I mean, outside of that crazy run to end set 1, this match has been all Warriors here. I mean, once again, Douglas and Manny taking control from the start of the set. They built up that lead, but this time just didn't give it away. Okay, not a lot of offense really from the Renegades side there. When Gaucheri and Ben got down in the first set, Gaucheri just really started going for it. And then late in this set, we saw that rebote 2-all attempt, but that was, you know, it was pretty ambitious and dropped well low. You see Gallo over there talking with Douglas over in the cage. Feeling pretty good about their chances to win this match. Gallo's coming up next alongside Correa. They will take on CRB and Flores. And then we will see Douglas against Gaucheri in singles. So always fun when they match up. And Division 3 doubles. We our 4th match, Alex and Julian against Goanaga and Amigarena. Then back to singles, we'll see Manny against Amigarena. And then the finale tonight, Division 5, Correa and Julian against Ben and Flores. So those will be the matches in order tonight. In our third set of our first match here, Douglas and Manny against Gaucheri and Ben. Both teams with a chance to put that first point up on the board. And you really, when you look at the schedule, you had the Warriors have won 3 of the 5 matches that were played earlier in the season. So at least in that regard, you'd say it's more of a favorable day for the Warriors compared to the Renegades. But the 2 game days played previously this year, the Renegades won the first one 5-1, and the other one was a 3-3 tie. So hard to say that anything is too favorable against this Renegades team that kind of like, you know, you saw with the Devils, this team always plays their best highlight towards the end of the year.
I see Gaucheri's name twice on the sheet and Goanaga's name, what is it? Once.
Only once. So in that regard, too, I mean, as favorable as you could hope for it, if you're the Warriors, only have to see Goanaga once, Gaucheri twice, and you got Douglas playing against him in singles, and he's won that matchup before. Yeah, this is a huge win going either way right here. Considering how the first set ended, the Warriors would really like to get this back and get the win. Gaucheri and Ben have the serve.
Ready to begin our third and final set. First to 6 points wins the match. Gaucheri serves. Served by Gaucheri is good. Here's the backhand by Manny. Ben on the catch. Rebote left side to the inside. Manny up high. Forehand at the sidewall. It's a great catch. Goes back to the inside. What a scoop by Manny. High on the left side. Tough play. Ball tipped in the backcourt. First point of the decisive third set goes to Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas serves.
Really, Ben's been playing well. I mean, that's one that, look, does he have to go for it? No, but it's waist level, off the wall comfortably. I mean, he's proven he can make that catch over the course of his career.
Powerful, powerful backhand by Ben. That touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2 points for Douglas and Manny. Douglas serves.
You just hate to compound the mistake there. I mean, really, just it's a powerful serve. Douglas has actually added a little more power to that serve over the years, and now it's a bit of a weapon for him, but forces the control issue for Ben and throwing a little bit too high.
Here's a backhand by Ben. Robote, the rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Douglas. Manny over the top to the inside. Gaucheri takes it on the bounce at the 10 line. Right to the corner. Manny stops it. Backhand. Little clip. Mid-court placement. Gaucheri makes the save. Manny from the 10. Back to the inside. Gaucheri takes it in the air. Robote forehand just missed by Manny at the 8 line. A point for Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
Look, a tough for Bote. Manny recognizes it pretty early. He's moving as the ball's being thrown by the Renegades, and he's positioned at the 10 line. It just comes out so powerfully. Hard to turn that consistently and keep it in play. Gives the serve back to Gaucheri.
Here's the backhand by Manny. Robote, left side by Gaucheri. Manny will take this on the bounce. Ben with a tip down low. That's a 3rd point for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas has a serve.
That's dropping onto the floor pretty much. Ben reaching in with the right side, a little less sure-handed compared to the left. Every set started the same way, though. Lead by the Warriors. Not unfamiliar territory.
Robote for Douglas to the inside, powerfully thrown. Gaucheri makes the save. Douglas attacking with the right side. Powerful forehand. Gaucheri calls for it. Ay. That's a 4th point for Douglas and Manny. Douglas serves. Jeez.
Yeah, Douglas came cross court here at the end, and Gaucheri
That's
switched to the right.
That's a little well.
Well, Douglas saw the left and then tried to move in, and yeah, that was dangerous. A lot going on there.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Yeah, that uncharacteristic miss by Gaucheri. That got dangerous really, really, really quick. Ben on the catch. Here's the backhand. Douglas, forehand rotated pass. Gaucheri to the inside. Robote forehand, light touch. Gaucheri picks it up, blasts it inside. Robote is missed. 2 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri serves. Yeah, that's, I mean, just blasting the costado to the inside has worked for Gaucheri. It got them the first set. It got them that point there.
You see how quickly that's shooting off the back wall? Yeah. Just a tough Robote to line up for anyone, and Manny's one of the strongest on the roster.
There's a backhand by Manny. Gaucheri, Robote left side. Manny will take this on the forehand. Passes. Robote. Left side, a little clip, mid-placement. Caught by Douglas. Backhand by Douglas, caught by Ben. Robote for the forehand. Gaucheri throws that wall-to-wall. Robote comes all the way out to the 4 line. Rifled back by Douglas. Gaucheri, hard to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Manny. Ben from the 12 line. Douglas takes it in the air. Backhand from the 8. Right to the corner. Out to the Robote. Beautiful catch by Ben. Manny up high from the 12. Gaucheri has it. Douglas moves into position, keeps the rebote way inside, Ben's there. Douglas calls for the rebote, plays it from the forehand, trying to pass. Gaucheri cuts it off at the 10. Beautiful catch by Manny, deep in the backcourt. Gaucheri now from the 9. Outside placement. Stopped by Ben. He will not be able to complete the throw. 5 points, possible match point for Douglas and Manny.
You know, really
gutsy shot.
Yeah, and really these last 2 sets, it hasn't been a whole lot
What a
about
catch
the
by
shot
Ben.
making. I mean, he got way up there, but yeah, you can't really stop at all. But
Such a beautiful catch by Ben. I mean, you can't do anything with it, but just wow.
you got to give Manny a lot of credit too. I mean, the way that he's played these last 2 sets.
Absolutely.
I mean, they've only given up 2 points, the Warriors, but I mean, he really struggled. He took a bulk of the blame in the first set, and he has really stepped up a chance to win it here.
Douglas with a high catch, the 10 line, big backhand. Rebote saved by Gaucheri. Douglas following it, plays the rebote. Gaucheri has it. Douglas makes the catch mid-court. That's a great catch. Hard backhand, stand low. Ben picks it up on the bounce. Catch by Douglas with a hop. Oh, that clipped the side wall, wound up in the costado of Gaucheri. Rebote for Douglas. Hard throw, stopped by Gaucheri. Gaucheri back to the inside with a light touch. Douglas with control, not able to make the play at the side wall. Beautifully played by both players. 3 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Still possible match point for Douglas and Manny.
Well, this throw by Gaucheri is the spinniest floater you're really ever going to see. I think it's this one here. He makes a tough catch. I mean, it's close to the sidewall. Douglas is moving in at full speed, and it just, that ball doesn't want to stay in the basket. Just popped right out.
Manny on the catch. There's the backhand. Gaucheri calls for the rebote. Manny makes a save on the rebote. Catch by Gaucheri. Hard costado. Scoop by Manny on the forehand.
Another great catch.
Gaucheri, backhand. Low and hard and caught by Douglas. Difficult catch. Ben from the 10. Manny's there. Backhand from the 11. Powerfully thrown. Ben from the forehand. Douglas is at the 8. Backhand to the inside. Powerfully thrown right to the corner. Out to the rebote. Gaucheri makes the save. Manny up high. Brings it over the top. Along the wall, Ben makes the stop. Rebote left side. It's high. Douglas moves in. Costi to the inside. Ben on the forehand. Tough catch. Douglas back to the 9. Backhand. Caught by Ben at the 13. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Douglas on the catch. Backhand from the 8. Douglas from the costado. Hard to the inside he goes. What a catch by Ben. Douglas on the forehand. Cortada. Stopped by Gaucheri. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Caught in the air by Manny. Manny over the top. Scoop high on the left side of Gaucheri. Rebote, forehand by Douglas. Ben on the catch. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Ben, another great catch on the left side. Manny from the 13 plays it deep.
We miss.
Catch by Manny. Manny over the top. Gaucheri on the bounce, high on the left side. Ball tipped in the corner. That is point set and a hard-fought match for Douglas and Manny, winning it 6-3 in the 3rd set.
Well, in the end, Douglas and Manny come back winning the last 2 sets. They get a first win of the game day. Warriors take a 1-0 lead over to Division 6 doubles up next. Correa and Gallo take on CRB and Flores.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
There are winners, Douglas and Manny, starting off the day for their Warriors in the win column. Tough way that first set ended for you guys, but Douglas, what helps you or the team get back on track after a set like that? Because you did just great in the end.
Yeah, I mean, we played great in the first set. We were up 5-1. I think we made a couple just like mental mistakes. And, you know, I'm happy that we were able to come out and continue to fight and get the win. You know, this is like a make or break game day for us. So to get that first win on the day, it means a lot. So hopefully Correa and Gallo can keep us going here.
Awesome, guys. Great performance to start things off. Good luck the rest of the game day.
Thank you.
Yeah, Manny and Douglas both with singles matches a little bit later, so we'll get some rest. Division 6 doubles coming up next too. Always fun, especially when you got CRB out there. And Flores, he'll be taking on Correa and Gallo. So this Warriors Division 6 team, best record-wise in Division 6, they're 7-2, Stu. They're only 2 losses, both losses against Joseph and Cabrera. So against every other team, they've been flawless this season. That includes CRB and Flores. Correa and Gallo won the first matchup in straight sets.
We have the clock ticking down on the break period.
Just pulling up those results to the
Those flawless results.
Yeah, 6-4,
to show the
6-5.
flawlessness.
I mean, it was close. I mean, it certainly was close the last time they played, but Correa and Gallo, every other team, they played really well. And, you know, sometimes just one team just seems to have your number. Coming off of one of their only 2 losses this year, so another opportunity to get things back on track for this Warriors team. And hey, if they win, take a potential 2-0 game day lead into match number 3, which is Douglas and Gaucheri in singles. And you know how well that series has played throughout their careers. There's the whistle. We're ready to go with match number 2. Correa and Gallo will serve. We are ready to begin our second match of the game day. Correa and Gallo serve to CRB and Flores. We begin our second match with a backhand inside catch off the sidewall there by Correa. Flores back to Correa there at the 9 line, cuts it off, floats it on the wall. Flores. Now Correa puts it on the numbers. Flores takes it right off, back at the 11 line. Correa steps in front of this one on the forehand. Whips it back. There's CRB. Nice stop overhead. He tries to pass. Gallo ranges all the way back at the 13 to pull it in. Scoop miss there in the rebote. Not played. First point goes to the Warriors. Correa and Gallo. I think he saw so much traffic in front of him, Stu, that was a
He wanted to be
safety
safe.
first, yeah, on that rebote.
Safety,
percentage out
no
of the way.
question about it. Gaucheri earlier, went for that rebote. Very dangerous. Much less dangerous there.
Flores Flores puts the backhand on the wall. Correa comes cross court to take it right off. CRB, Costado to the inside. Gallo steps up right at the whole way. Shoots the forehand high and hard. Robote there for Flores. It's a 2-wall. Gallo picks it up in the middle of the court. Sends it high. That clears the screen. CRB not going to get to that Robote. That died in the corner. 2 points and the serve for Correa.
Particularly well thrown by Gallo. Gallo kept that high the entire way. Don't know that he was going for the chick-chack, but
Found it.
he found it back there. Our version of the chick-chack.
Serve takes Flores to the outside, lifts the backhand. Gallo's right there, handles off the side wall. Rotate forehand, takes him to the outside. Correa gets it, keeps it low to the inside. CRB, what a catch there in the air. Gallo chooses the Robote, lays it up. CRB moves in. Costado, it's a drop shot. Correa not gonna get there. CRB gets the Renegades on the board.
CRB had a couple choices. He played it to the inside. Good play.
Forehand kicking up and out. CRB waiting for it at the 10 line. Plays it up the middle. Gallo reaches up. Now Flores from the 10 line. Backhand inside. Correa reaches in, picks it off the wall. That one dropped right in the corner. CRB flicked it up there. That cleared. It's in play. Correa attacking. Over the top, back inside. Flores makes the grab just before the second bounce, but the backhand got away. That's up and out of play. 3 points for the Warriors.
Flores trying to get the ball to pass, trying to get it over Gallo's head. Kicked up in that overhead screen.
Here's Gallo from the 12 line. The backhand stopped overhead there by CRB. Tough Robote goes crashing into the side wall. It's not going to make it 4-1.
Flores not wanting to go for that ball back there in the corner, not giving CRB much to work with.
Yeah, he's not reaching too deep in the corner. I mean, he's standing back there like, about the 12 line, and
there's some players that go to the corner. There are some players who don't.
I wouldn't go there.
Flores doesn't go. Well, yeah, but you and I are announcers. I will say this. When I did throw the ball around once upon a time, I was fearful of the corner. There's no question about it.
Right.
Dangerous, bad things happen there. Really do.
Flores handles in the middle of the court, drops the backhand inside. Correa again, great foot speed to run under that one. Oh, Flores chooses the Robote this time. That's the right play. Keeps it in. It's dropped. 2 points now for the Renegades.
Throwing botes like that, he doesn't have to worry about going to the corner.
After the last few have kind of died on him, he stepped in front of that one. He said, that's not going to happen again. He got the point, too. Gallo with a forehand, powerfully dropped into that corner. Oh, it goes to the ground. There's CRB to dig it out. Correa from the outside, makes the catch, sends it high. 3-wall play, CRB running with it, turns it inside, and scores. Just like that, a 1-point deficit, Renegades serving.
Correa's got a lot of power. A good throw, he just overthrew it, and he fed CRB. CRB's got the acrobatics down really well, and he can hurt you. Sometimes he doesn't even know that he's hurting you. He will take credit for it, though, as we know. Complete credit.
Correa.
And put it up on Instagram.
We've seen that. Correa picked the serve, back inside. Here's Gallo now. Over four is his head. CRB missed the rebote. 5 points and a possible set point for the Warriors.
See if Correa and Gallo are able to finish off.
Flores in the middle of the court, sends the backhand up. Correa between the 8-9 line, sends it back. CRB steps in front, cuts it off. Gallo now back at the 11 line, that kicks up and out. Here's the rebote for CRB, turns it inside. Gallo watches it pass, he flicks up the rebote. Last second effort. Here's CRB, Costado to the outside, scoop, missed. That extends the set here, 4 points for the Renegades.
Oh, there's no question that if anybody can sneak back in there and take this set away from the Warriors, it's CRB and Flores.
Ooh, what a tough serve. Handles across the sidewall. Big backhand foul. CRB, rebote. Dropped inside. That caught the corner. Correa from the 6. Shoots it high. Passes Flores. CRB makes the save. Gallo comes charging in. Low runner to the inside.
Oh, what a
Cut
catch.
off the sidewall. And the return clears. Now Correa just drops one inside with a big bounce. CRB goes up. Makes the catch. Keeps it up the middle. Scoop by Correa. Forehand to the outside. Flores all alone makes the catch. Big bounce controlled by Gallo. Sets this one up high. Flores reaches back, makes the stop. They fake the outside placement, put it inside, and it scores. Point and set. Cray and Gallo win it 6-4. 2 minutes. We'll play set 2. A little bit closer there in the end than I think the Warriors would have liked, but still they close it out 6-4. Take the first set. CRB really has been doing some damage up there in the front court, figuring out really how to play the position, and that's, you know, playing the backcourt in another team, so not as many reps, and he's really been playing well this year. But then over here with the Warriors, I mean, you see Douglas coming back, talking with Gallo, you know, 7-2, the record this team comes into this match with. And if they win here 8-2, it's hard to predict that for anyone in Division 6, just because, you know, sometimes you don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I'd say they got to be pretty happy with how they've played so far.
Definitely.
And hopefully not their last match if they could advance to the playoffs. But record-wise, this has been the strongest team for the Warriors. You got Cray and Julian also 6-2, but that's about it. Alex coming back there as well.
Pretty intense conversation.
Alex is an integral part of this team and brings the right attitude. He's got the right mindset, and he's been playing great.
He's intense.
Yeah.
Like all the time.
Yeah.
All
you
the
said
time.
something last week that was great. You said something about having fun, and he's like, you know, winning is fun. That's the type of guy, you know, competitor.
Mono-focused. He is like focused on one thing. That's winning. At Jai-Alai.
Yes. Yeah, we're only seeing Alex.
I mean, he doesn't even play ping pong like, you know, with the other guys in the back. Nothing. It's just Jai-Alai.
No, I haven't seen it.
No. I don't know. Yeah.
We're some people, once you cross the line, you start playing competitive sports, it doesn't matter how close, family, friends, yeah, they can't do it.
One competitive sport, Jai-Alai. Carrying
And
on the
he
family
does it pretty
tradition.
darn well. If I were him, I'd stick with it. I think
Alex?
he's got a future in this sport.
Alex? Yes. Yes, very much so.
There's the serve. We begin set number 2. With a tip ball inside there by CRB. Great start for the Warriors. About ahead quickly, 1-0. Tough way to start off the set here for CRB. Usually sure-handed. Backed up, just tipped it. That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up.
Correa, so much power on that forehand.
CRB just out of the way of the serve. Flores picks it up there deep in the backcourt. Forehand pumped inside. Great catch in the air by Flores. Didn't want it to cross the side wall. Now CRB from the 9. Backhand lifted up and out. Long rebote tracked down by Correa, but it's sent too high. That's up and out of play. CRB and Flores tie it 1-1.
No question the Warriors want to keep unforced errors to a minimum. Obviously, everyone does, but don't want to be giving CRB and Flores points.
Now Gallo reaches in with the right side, comes over the top looking for the bounce. It's up and over Flores there. Works out, second point, and the serve back.
Picada, the big bounce. On the inside, very well done.
Here's Correa from the 8. Lobs it up and out of reach. CRB steps in front, saves the rebote. Back to Correa. Flores kicks this one up the middle of the court. Now Gallo sends it high and deep. They stop again. That was right on the wall. Gallo takes it off. The backhand narrowly clears that screen. CRB, 2-wall. That's too wide. Leads back to 2 now for the Warriors.
A lot of power behind that 2-wall.
Low runner to the inside, gets by Gallo. Tries to send it up, but just about a line short. And that's 2 points for the Renegades now. CRB will serve. Yeah, it's the thing with that right side rebote, and then he kicked the side wall, killed a lot of the speed. I wasn't going to make it. Gallo moves up. High and hard from the 10 line. Look at the pass. Flores reaches up, makes the catch. This one stays up the middle. Flores now from the 11 line. Drops it inside. Correa goes up. He's looking for the picada. No, it stays low, but it's scooped up by Flores. Now another one, a little bit higher. More of a bounce on this one.
Beautiful
Still
scoop.
caught right on the side wall. Flores backed up to the 11 line. Keeps it low. Puts it on the numbers. Correa reaches up. Backhand coming out. Rotate left side by CRB to the inside.
Beautiful
It scores right on the wall. We are tied 3-3. Ooh, Correa picks the serve, shoots it inside. Flores tries to save the rebote. He does with one hand.
Pretty smooth, huh?
Correa takes a look, shoots it high to the outside.
Oh, my.
What a catch, a leaping one there by Flores in the middle of the court. This one comes in low. Gets by, but the rebote saved on the back end. Correa picks it up off the floor. Back inside, Flores makes the catch at the 10. Leaping grab, Correa to the outside. A perfect shot there, the outside placement. Gives him a 4-3 lead.
Something so satisfying about a backhanded 2-all being caught and turned into a shot that works. A real
Great
shot.
catch here.
Man shot.
Oh, CRB dropped it as he went to make the throw. 5 points. Possible set and a possible match point here for the Warriors, Correa and Gallo. Backhand, ooh, floated up and dropped deep in the backcourt there by Gallo. So that extends the match here. 4th point for the Renegades. Still possible match point.
Once again, they're capable of getting back in here.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up for CRB. Tough one, miss there along the wall. That's going to end at point, set, and match. Correa and Gallo take it in straight sets, 6-4, 6-4, and a 2-0 game day lead for the Warriors as we head into match number 3. So Douglas has a chance to secure the tie as he will take on Gaucheri up next. Let's take a look at some replays here. That one dropped just in front of CRB, low runner. Kicking up, what a catch there by Correa. His catching all year long. I mean, there was a time when the left side was...
That's a beautiful shot.
I mean, was not strong, but not the case now. Correa's got both sides working. That outside placement was spectacular. Perfect time to break it out. Gallo here over the top, a little big bounce, but look at where it's kicking up. I mean, it's kicking up right there on the sidewall at the 11 line. Perfectly thrown to get the second win for the Warriors on the game day. Game day score, reflecting those 2 wins by the Warriors. Still none for the Renegades up there, but that bottom row are season-long standings. The Renegades right now with 6.5 points, but the Warriors with a win today would put themselves into a tie and move inside the playoffs. Correa and Gallo ready to go over in the DraftKings Players Cage after that win, Correa. It's been a great year for you guys, 8-2 record. What do you think when you hear that result after a great season?
I feel like we've been playing great. We've been helping each other out, staying composed, trying not to lose control when things don't go right. We were able to close out today and just stay calm, and we just kept playing.
Awesome, guys. A big win for you there. 2-0 lead. See what happens the rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you. Go Warriors.
Moving over to singles. That will bring out the top players of these teams and captains for the Warriors.
Captains, friends, born at the same hospital, a few months apart.
Yes, everything.
Fathers played against each other up in Milford once upon a time.
Similar path.
Exactly.
For both of these two. Douglas, 6-2 this season, and Gaucheri, but you've guessed it, 6-2 also, Stu. So there you go. Aligned with their records as well.
I did not know. That you were saving that, right? You were saving
Maybe,
that. Yeah.
You set me up, though. So you kind of lobbed it up there, and I
No, it was
completed
perfect.
the play for you. So the last time we saw a Division I matchup between the Warriors and Renegades, Gaucheri was out. So Goenaga played, and Douglas won that match pretty comfortably in straight sets. So we're getting the one and only matchup between these two here in the regular season. Enjoy it. 2-0 game day lead now for the Warriors. So Renegades are backed up. See what Gaucheri brings out here.
Always fun to watch Gaucheri and Douglas play against each other. We're ready to begin our next match. Douglas has the serve for the Warriors. Here's the serve. We've begun. Backhand by Gaucheri. Douglas with the 2-all. Gaucheri read it, stops it, returns a carom to score. Gaucheri first up on the board in the singles match. He serves.
Well, like we saw in doubles, Douglas wasting no time throwing a shot here. But look at where it bounces and look at where Gaucheri tracks it down. It doesn't open up too wide. He's just outside the boundary line. Gives him a bunch of options on the return.
Not one of the better 2-alls that we've seen him throw.
Gaucheri opened up late for the carom. Douglas didn't even get out that way. 1-0.
Powerful backhand by Douglas. Robote coming out to the 7 line. Turn back to the inside. Douglas makes the catch on the bounce. Costado 2-all. Lands in and scores. 1-1. Douglas serves. That was a better one.
Yep. Got that one in. Also a little bit of a softer touch on it, too, because not only did Goshiri have to move outside, but also up on this ball, which might have been the difference. But you're going to see, I mean, this is more of a quick draw. I mean, who throws the first shot usually wins here. These guys are such high-level playmakers.
That's an excellent way to refer to a quick draw. I've never thought about that before. Did you write that down before you announced it?
Somewhere.
I'm impressed. Here's a backhand by Douglas to the inside. Robote. Douglas picks it up on the bounce. Back to the inside. Goshiri reads it. He winds up. He goes to the inside. It scores. 2-1 goes Sherry serving for the Renegades.
Well, there's just so many options there from the Costado, and what makes Goshiri and the dynamic player that he is. He has so many options. He can, you know about the 2-all, you know about the outside placement, but he can also keep it inside equally well along the wall. Forces Douglas to cover the entire width of the court as well as the length, and just too much.
Powerful backhand by Douglas. Took off, hit the overhead screen. 3rd point for Goshiri.
I mean, Goshiri's fired up. I mean, he's not even letting the ref pick up the ball. He's trying to get some steps in.
I will say it this time. There is a premium on passing, especially with these guys. Because obviously if Goshiri catches it on the Costado, 6 line, 7 line, 8 line, you have no idea where he's throwing the ball. Douglas passed that one into the overhead screen. Robote forehand by Goshiri, stopped by Douglas. Douglas goes powerfully to the inside where he scores. 2 points for Douglas of the Warriors. He serves.
And now Douglas showing you the same look from the Costado. I mean, he's got a 2-all. He's scoring on it in both matches today. So what does he do? He keeps this one to the inside. And you have to commit at this level, too. You're saying, well, why doesn't he just wait and see where he throws it? Well, you can't.
Division 1 and 2, you really do have to commit at some point because as soon as you twitch, they've read it.
Yeah, and they're too precise and have too much power also that rarely do you get bailed out by a bad throw.
Robote forehand by Douglas, caught by Goshiri. Here's a backhand. Robote forehand. Costado 2-all. Beautifully executed by Goshiri to score. 4 points for Goshiri, the Renegades. He serves.
Just so much to like about that point from Goshiri. I mean, he's attacking this ball. First, he stopped because he's moving in at full speed, but he knew he was going to leave himself potentially a more difficult catch if he kept moving in. So he stopped, made that catch, took a look, and then it looked like he changed it at the last second. Douglas was staying inside, looked like he wanted to go inside, but he's got such a good fake. Doesn't hold, but waits till the last second and then fires it. Clips off the side wall. Gets a 4th point.
Backhand by Douglas. Goshiri committed to the backcourt to make this play. Powerful backhand. Robote forehand by Douglas. Stopped by Goshiri at the 11. Catch by Goshiri. Costado 2-all opening. Stopped by Douglas. Douglas powerfully from the forehand.
Right
Beautiful catch by Goshiri. Goshiri will put it inside to score. 5 points for Goshiri of the Renegades. Possible set point.
I mean, you can go through the math of how frustrating it is. Like, how many times do you actually read the 2-all correctly by Goshiri? I mean, probably not that often, less than 50% of the time. And then you just missed the throw completely. I mean, gave it right to him, the only spot where Goshiri can make a play. Douglas knew it too, and why he reacted the way he did. Possible set point.
Beautiful catch by Gaucheri, high on the left side. Magic City bounce, handled by Douglas on the backhand. Ball tipped, point and set to Gaucheri of the Renegades. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out, player next set.
6-2. Gaucheri closes out set number 1 on a day where it's been all Warriors so far, winning the first 2 matches, but who better to send out for the Renegades than team captain and number 1 player Gaucheri. Been a member of this Renegades team every season of Battle Court. As has Ben also, right? Yeah.
You're asking me?
No, I was gonna.
I didn't start paying attention until the 3rd season.
First 2 were a blur. No, Ben's been.
They just wheel me up to the
too.
microphone and I start trying to describe what I see in front of me. Then they wheel me back out, and you know, whether it's 2 days or 3 days later.
Well, yeah, it gets a little more complicated with the.
No, it doesn't. They just wheel me back and forth. It's really simple.
Let's say with the freezes in the draft.
Oh,
with
that.
Ben.
Got it.
That's what I
Okay.
was saying.
Oh,
but
okay.
he has been. We have confirmed every season. But Gaucheri, he's been the number 1 player. He's been kept on this team. He's been the captain, the leader, and Goenaga too has been right by his side for most of these championships as well. 2 out of the 3. Just another strong.
They've made Ben the
dominant
back quarter
front
that they need, really, if you want to think about it that
Yeah.
way. It's like Ben, the hardest working man in Jai-Alai is what I'll say, and I'll continue to say, especially coming out of 2018, and he just plays so well.
Yeah, I mean, in this season, Gaucheri and Ben 3-7. That was the only year that they finished under 500 together. And in singles, he's improved tremendously. And he and Flores they've swapped. So we're going to see Ben in the front court in our last match of the day today. Ben in the front, Flores now in the back court in that Division 5 team. So that'll be fun.
I do what's called color for that, right?
Yes, it'll be colorful. Stay tuned. William and Ben have a great relationship. Ben, a hardworking guy, but also he takes it well.
Ready to begin our second set. Douglas has a serve. Douglas serves. Our second set has begun. Backhand by Douglas to the inside. Rebote forehand. Beautiful costado 2-all by Douglas. Will score. Douglas first on the board in the second set. He serves. That was... The further back you are when you throw this and the closer you are to the side wall, the more difficult it is to get it to open up like that. That's just the easiest way to explain that. So he's back at the 10 line throwing that. Great shot. Here's the backhand by Gaucheri. Rebote. Gustavo 2-all. Stopped by Douglas. Douglas stays clear of the screen. Gaucheri focused on the ball. Makes the play. Sends it to the backcourt. Rebote forehand by Douglas to pass. Gaucheri for the rebote. Inside. At the side wall, Douglas makes the play. Gustavo 2-all opens and scores. Beautifully caught and executed by Douglas. 2 points. He serves.
Well, it's hard for Douglas to throw it there from the inside, but also doesn't give Gaucheri the best read on that ball either. It gets it to open up so wide there, and I mean, he's not even running full speed out to the net, which it tells you that he's beat. He's always got an answer, though. 2 up there for Douglas already.
Here's the backhand by Gaucheri. Oh, a chula in response. First point in the second set for Gaucheri. He serves. Not much you can do about that.
No, that's a pretty good throw. Let's see here.
Yeah, that's a chula.
That just kind of rolled out of there.
Yeah, that.
Spot with the back wall and the floor meet. You're trying to hit that spot, and when you do that, that's perfect.
Rebote. Left side to the inside. Douglas is there. 2-all by Douglas. Stopped by Gaucheri. Maneuvering around the screen. He does it well. Costello 2-all by Douglas will score 3 points. For Douglas, he serves. So the trick is, want to know the trick, Andrew?
Yeah, tell me.
Okay. So you have to make the catch right here. Or sorry, on the response. You have to make the catch.
Yeah.
And see where your opponent is playing your shot without holding.
We saw Gaucheri moving that way.
And you have to use a millisecond clock to do it. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Gaucheri does it arguably better than anyone else, certainly here in battle court. There's a backhand by Douglas. At the side wall, Douglas makes the play.
Yeah,
Beautiful 2-all by. Gaucheri will score. 2 points for Gaucheri and the Renegades. He serves.
We gave that one a little extra zip. You know, we talked about that yesterday.
100%.
Just threw it a little bit harder. The first one Douglas able to track down, and this one, man, just kind of finishes it. A little more authority, gets it to open up, and beats him to the net. Nothing you can do about that, but a second point cuts the lead to 1. Cuts the deficit, rather.
Wow. That's really all I have to say about that as wow.
Yeah.
No, it's been a long season of announcing, so you just give it a wow. Because that was really well done by Douglas. Gaucheri does it beautifully as well, but this is a wow.
But we've seen 3 of them already, but look at the angle there. I mean, that drops in just inside the boundary, and it doesn't matter if you're the world's fastest man. I mean, you're not getting to that ball.
No chance.
Nothing.
No. Which is what you want on highlight. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. Rabote missed on the forehand of Douglas. That's a 3rd point for Gaucheri. Douglas with 4. Gaucheri serves. It's always a little risky keeping it this close.
And just a simple game, though. I mean, that 2-all counts the same as that miss for Bote, and here we are, back to a 1-point deficit.
You know, you are right about that. The most complicated shot in the world that, you know, is the same as just...
It's like he did all that, and then it's like, great, but he just gave it right back, you know?
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
On a shot or Rabote that Douglas never misses. I mean, that's off the wall, middle of the court. I know it's a long Rabote, but still one that rarely do you see him swing.
I just never thought that Andrew Bleckman would give me something philosophical to think about in the middle of a highlight match about highlight. Congratulations.
You're welcome.
Something I've literally never thought about.
Ooh.
That 2-all lands just out. 5 points for Douglas. Possible set point. Gaucheri knew he was cutting it close. You could see afterwards. That was a make or break 2-all for him.
He's just trying to get a quick point. Opens up that lead more for Douglas.
Powerful backhand by Gaucheri. Into the corner. Rabote coming in low. Douglas powerfully from the right side. Gaucheri winding up. 2-all. Lands in. Douglas makes the stop. The 3-wall play. Gaucheri reads it well, but cuts out to score. Point and set to Douglas of the Warriors. Got a 3rd set coming up. Just 2 minutes. I'm going to start calling you. I got to come up with something. I got to think about the right existential philosopher to start referring to you as, like as your middle name, like Andrew Camus Bleckman.
It's been a few years since I've taken philosophy, but back in the day, you know, I dabbled a bit.
Was there a philosopher that you gravitated towards?
No, I
don't. Or away from?
I don't remember. That's why I'm a highlight announcer. Yeah, I didn't do the full. I did the sports. I can tell you, like. Tell you how the Bears, I mean, anything you want to know about that. But philosophy, yeah. I walked out that door.
Did Nietzsche have a favorite volleyball team?
Oh, good stuff, Stu.
I am curious to know. You know, we don't know that the French existentialists were not big fans of Jai-Alai.
Well,
You know who was? I mean, there was a writer that was, certainly. Hemingway. Hemingway was a huge Jai-Alai fan.
really? Oh. I thought it was going to be a joke.
No. In all seriousness, if you go to the Hemingway Museum in what's its name, in Key West, 2 Jai-Alai cestas up on the wall.
Well, I've been down there and I haven't seen that, so I'm gonna have to visit next time. That would be kind of a shocker, just going through. Hey, is that a cesta?
Oh, they're definitely.
What's that doing here?
Definitely 2 cestas on the wall now from his time in Cuba. He had tremendous respect for Jai-Alai players and of that era, no question about it.
And players making their way out to the court in what should be a great third set. And you got to keep in mind that game day score too. So the Warriors now lead 2-0. So Gaucheri and his side backed up. They desperately need a win. Gaucheri usually pretty good in these spots.
Memo from the C-suite.
Yes.
No existentialism in our announcing. Okay, make a note of that. One of those yellow pads.
You got me one, so I can write down all these notes.
I gave you your own yellow pad. Easy tear sheets. It's fancy stuff. Right there in the middle. Go ahead.
This is like the gold standard of notepads.
It is. What do you think I buy? Come on. Gaucheri serves. Our third set has begun. Here's a backhand by Douglas to the inside. Rebote forehand by Gaucheri, scooped up by Douglas. Douglas shoots the 2-all. Gaucheri's waiting for it. He gets out there. Powerful forehand, crossing and scoring. Gaucheri gets the first point of the decisive third set. He serves.
Well, one thing I would say to Douglas is, how many of those 2-alls are you going to land consistently in the match? And Gaucheri's also going to be more on it now in the third set. I mean, he gets a great head start here and gets there pretty easily. Instead of throwing a more perfect 2-all, he can just mix it up. Now that he's established that he's going to move Gaucheri to the outside, he can throw a drop shot, inside placement, maybe even a split placement line, just something different.
Tremendous serve by Gaucheri is stopped by Douglas. Rebote forehand. Gaucheri goes wall-to-wall from the left side. Douglas. Here's the backhand by Gaucheri. Rebote. 2-all by Douglas with control.
Wow.
1-1. Douglas serves.
So off the rebote, too. That's the right time. And it's the same shot, but it is a little bit of a different look because Gaucheri's certainly not expecting him to throw a 2-wall from that deep in the backcourt off the rebote.
Off the rebote? No.
Got to open up wide, too.
Here's the backhand by Gaucheri. Dying, but Douglas makes the save with a light touch. Gaucheri takes off. He has it. He winds up. Philo. Is out.
Ooh.
2 points for Douglas. He serves.
Staying up there an awfully long time. I don't know, talking, looked like to the judge maybe, asking for something. It wasn't about the shot.
I think he's joking.
Out.
I think he's joking around because he's smiling back. Now, when he raises his arms to Douglas like that, and usually he's like, "Why are you doing this to me?" Remember when he caught the 2 on the ground? We have it on the replay. The 2 scoops where Douglas went to the ground. And Gaucheri just like, "What do you have to do that for?" That may have been one of those. Guessing. Because his shot was like way out. Rebote forehand by Douglas, passing. Douglas on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 9 line. Gaucheri for the big bounce.
Oof,
beautiful catch by Douglas with control on the return. Gaucheri's there. Backhand to the left side of Douglas. Backhand by Douglas. High along the wall, Rebote. Stays to the inside. Douglas makes the catch. 2-all opens wide to score. That was perfectly executed by Douglas. That is 3 points for Douglas. He served. Yeah, I think Gaucheri may just be a little surprised that Douglas is throwing the shot with this degree of accuracy because, that's Gaucheri's go-to shot. And I've never seen Douglas throw this many this well, ever. Not outside of a practice.
No.
Fault over serve, second serve must be good. Not outside of a practice. I've seen him do it in practice, you know, throw 20 or 30.
No, I mean, even more impressive considering that he's coming off of, I think, one of his only losses in singles is a match against the Rots 2 game days ago, and where he just came out flat. But he's been a different guy tonight. Everything working.
Rebote forehand, 2 pass. Sherry to the inside. Douglas read it, stopped it at the 7. Backhand. Rebote forehand. Douglas makes the catch. 2-all. Go Sherry, read this, stopped it, returns it softly to score. 2 points for Go Sherry. He serves.
Will these 2-alls be enough to get Douglas to the finish line? Like, how many more is Sherry going to let him score with?
So what typically happens is that the opponent starts thinking about the outside more and more. He starts thinking about the outside more and more, and then you convert to the inside, and you keep it along the wall, but you can't clip the wall. This is my problem with the backhand 2-all. Yeah. You can't clip the wall.
There's some shots that you need to keep inside.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And if Douglas switches to that, he's going to need to keep it inside. Forehand Rebote by Go Sherry. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Powerfully thrown Rebote to the forehand of Go Sherry. Caught in the air by Douglas. Powerful backhand to the corner. Low Rebote. Half carom. Stopped by Douglas. Douglas takes a peek. Goes for that 3-wall play. Oh, Go Sherry read it and caught it in the air. Go Sherry puts this one in the corner. That's a tough one on the wall. Blind Rebote. Here is Go Sherry. Inside placement scores. A well-played point by both Douglas and Go Sherry. We're tied at 3-3. Go Sherry serves.
Just a throw that Douglas would like to have back. Not this one, but, I mean, he had it on the outside at about the 4 line and just threw it right to Go Sherry again, which set up this inside placement shot.
Well, he has so much confidence on that 3-wall play, and Go Sherry knows that. And so he just went and stood where it usually lands and caught it in the air. Oof. I mean, just perfect court placement by Go Sherry.
It's a big moment in this match.
There's a backhand by Douglas. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand, powerfully thrown. Douglas makes the catch. Backhand, hard to the inside, low off the Rebote. Go Sherry makes the save. Douglas makes the catch. 2-all to score. 4 points for Douglas of the Warriors. He serves.
He started to flirt with that pad, too. A little hop there. Is it going to make it? Yes, just enough. And fired up, too.
He's hopped on every one. Might be the hop that it's like the wishing the ball over the pad.
They've been getting progressively closer to that pad, but still hasn't caught it yet.
Beautiful serve by Douglas deep into the corner. Rebote forehand is missed. 4-4 is the score. Go Sherry serves.
Well, we saw that in the last set, too. I mean, it's a great point and then misses a Rebote right after on pretty much the next throw. Don't want to give Go Sherry too many freebies, and I felt like one there to tie it at 4-4.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's a backhand by Douglas. Catch by Go Sherry. Rebote forehand. Sherry makes the catch at the 10 line. Backhand, hard to the inside. Rebote, forehand by Douglas. Took off, hit the overhead screen. A 5th point for Go Sherry. This is possible set, possible match point for Go Sherry. Douglas with 4. Tough one.
Well, yeah, I mean, as we say almost every day, I mean, he just doesn't want to lay that up and give it to Go Sherry, so he tries to power it, get it over his head, and going to clip the overhead screen. It happened there. It gives Go Sherry, if he needs it, 2 chances to close out the match.
Here's a backhand by Douglas. Caught by Gaucheri. Little Matt. Oh, a Chula to win it. What are you going to do about that? Point set and a hard-fought match for Gaucheri. The Renegades winning at 6-4 in the third set. Nothing you can do about that.
Even after all those great shots, Gaucheri still gets the win in the end. First one of the day for the Renegades. We got a game day. Coming up next, Division III doubles. Alex and Julin take on Goanaga and Amigarena.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Back with our winner there, Gaucheri. Congratulations, a great singles match between you and Douglas. It's not often you find your Renegades down 2-0, but you step out there on the court. How are you feeling about that opportunity to put the first win on the board?
Was important because if not, we are 3-0. I knew that I had to win. And, I fight a lot to win to Douglas because he's a great opponent and happy for the win.
Awesome, Gaucheri. Great stuff there. Got the first win. See what happens in these last few matches. Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
We'll kick back over to doubles here. Division III matchup. That will bring out Alex and Julin for the Warriors against Goanaga and Amigarena for the Renegades. These two teams very even record-wise. Alex and Julin 5-4 this year. Goanaga and Amigarena 5-3. These two matched up earlier in the season. Goanaga and Amigarena were the ones with the straight set win. And Renegades down here, so a win would tie up the game day 2-2. But if the Warriors win, they would secure the tie already and a chance to win it in our final two matches. We got Manny against Amigarena up next in singles, and then Correa and Julin against Ben and Flores. Ben moving up to the front court, Flores to the back in that last match.
So you got the memo, right? No existential announcing.
Yes, we got it.
We're clear on that?
Did I get a text too? I don't know.
Did you get a text? I
don't
didn't get a
think
text. So if I didn't get a text, that could be it. Douglas
Okay,
really
no.
could be getting this job.
No.
I mean, he sounded good on the overtime. Didn't he?
Well, the first interview, yeah. It just comes naturally.
It
Like
does.
a lot of things, you know. Big opportunity for both of these teams up next. The brothers, Alex and Julin. Alex is, as aggressive as it comes up there in the front. This is a team for the Warriors that won 4 out of their first 5 matches. They've won just 1 out of their last 4 coming into this. And a Renegades team that, again, kind of the opposite story. Started off just 2-2, but they've won 3 of their last 4, so playing a little bit better at the right time. Alex and Julin will serve. There's the serve by Alex. We begin our 4th match with a backhand to the inside. Good stop there by Julin. He sends it deep. Pass to Amigarena. Now the rebote for Goanaga. Picked off along the side wall. Amigarena keeps this low. Alex comes cross court, cuts it off. Backhand from the 12. Julin steps up, keeps it on the left side. The backhand coming in. Now Amigarena. Alex floats one up high. That narrowly clears. Rebote for Goanaga off his footing, laid it up. Alex with a drop shot to the inside. It scores. First point of our 4th match goes to the Warriors, Alex and Julin.
You're right. Alex starts off aggressive, real aggressive. A lot of focus. Drop shot, second bounce. Well done.
Backhand from the 9 line. Alex steps in front of it, makes a catch. It's a sidearm Kara, but landed out. Renegades get there first. We're tied.
He threw it hard. I mean, you have to throw the sidearm carom hard to get it to open. A little harder than you do if you're coming from 3/4 or over the top.
Julin commits to the right side, but shot it in the top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. 2 points for the Renegades.
A backcourt cortada. Not a fan, personally. Question of taste.
It's okay, yeah. Julin back there at the 13 line. Julin, high end. Robote tracked down at the 7 line. Alex makes the catch, keeps it low. Cortada picked up before the second bounce. Gonaga to the inside, kicking up. That's scooped up there at the 12. Robote forehand, swept up off the ground, catch in the middle of the court. Here's Amigarena. Amigarena in the middle of the court, the backhand, high and hard, that's crossing. Julin steps out of the way. Alex sweeping Robote's save. Amigarena plays it just above the pad. Alex not gonna get there, Julin moves in, sends it deep again. Long Robote coming out, tracked down at the 6 line. Tough one to the inside. Julin calls him off and makes the save. Gonaga, Costado straight inside. Scooped up by Julin. Gonaga lines it up off the sidewall. Blasts it back. Julin not going to get there. Alex saves Robote up high. Gonaga moves in again. Shoots it low at Julin's feet. He scooped it up with one hand. Alex flying catch coming in there at the 9 line. Backhand along the wall. Amigarena backs up, makes the catch. Now here's Julin. Trying to pass it. Amigarena steps back, cuts it off. Alex reaching in. Now Amigarena back beyond a 13 line, puts it inside again. Julin reaches up. What a stop there. Gonaga all the way backed up to the 10 line. This is cutting inside. Julin stayed with it. Robote left side, high to the inside. It's going to be a bounce. Julin read it, made the catch, comes back over the top. Now Gonaga. Julin back between the 11 and 12. Sends it high and deep. Amigarena reaches in. Alex shoots one low and hard. Picked up by Gonaga inside. Backhand 2-wall opens. Julin has the carom. He throws it. It scores.
Great shot.
2-2. We're tied up.
Beautiful carom by Julin to finish this off. Makes the catch, sees his opponent's inside. Yeah, that's really well done.
Backhand comes in low. Alex missed it off the side wall. That's 3 for the Renegades. They take the lead back. Backhand to the inside. Catch along the wall there by Julin. Great leaping grab by Julin up at the 11 line. The backhand stays along the wall for Amigarena. Alex shoots the cortada. Gonaga comes cross court. Julin now sends it over his head. Back inside. Gonaga has this Robote, just kind of lays it up. Alex attacking up high, makes the catch on the right side, sends it outside, but it hit the net before Gonaga played the Robote. That will score for the Warriors. Alex and Julin get their 3rd point.
So that's a case of if Goenaga had to push into the net with the cesta, that would constitute a foul. It's not just you can have incidental contact with it. Yeah,
Hit the, yep.
Yeah. See, it did go into a cesta, but I basically had to move the screen out of the way in order to make the catch. That you can't do. Contact can be incidental during the throw, but.
And it looks like they brought out, is that a new ball? I think it's a new one.
I was busy.
Because the one the chief judge has looks cut.
Oh, okay. Yes, new ball.
It is. Backhand coming in. Here's Julian now with the right side. Migarena takes it in off the sidewall and fires the backhand low. Julian lines it up deep in the backcourt. Catch there by Alex, the backhand, floated up. Migarena moves down the inside. This one just out of Julian's reach. Rebote forehand, cut off by Goenaga. Placement to the inside. Alex controls the catch, keeps it low, and it scores. 4-3 lead for Alex and Julian.
Low runner by Alex, scoring beautifully.
And he turns to look for the rebote, and yeah.
There's nothing ever good in that corner.
I mean, basically on him as he's trying to make the throw. Low runner, Julian now all alone, goes to the floor, it's in play. Goenaga moves in, right side to the inside, scooped up by Alex. Migarena comes charging down the inside, picked off the sidewall, Alex lobs it up. Migarena gets to it. This one comes in high and deep. Alex still going, stops at the 6, clips the sidewall, it lands in.
Oh, what a save.
To the outside, makes that save. Outside placement by Julian, caught in the air. Goenaga whips it just above the pad. Julian's got another one, keeps it low. Migarena stepped up, read it, made the catch. Now Julian back at the 12. Migarena takes it in off the sidewall, then sends it deep. Julian ducks out of the way. Alex saves the rebote with a bounce. Migarena goes up. Julian now controls it. Hand on the wall, forehand crosses. Migarena comes out with that rebote on the left side. Alex picks it up, 2-wall. Tracked down by Goenaga, but juggling on the catch of Goenaga gives the Warriors 5 points. Possible set point.
A tough one. Some great play. I saw a flash of white. I usually never comment on that.
All right, well, they brought up a replay. We will see. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
I see it.
Yeah, it's so hard to see. I mean, it's happening so fast. Easy to miss it.
That's serve
my.
Die. That is an ace. Point and set. Alex and Julian win it 6-3. 2 minutes. Come back and play set 2.
And you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day between the Warriors and the Renegades. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. The brothers Goitia, they're sitting on the bench. Julian on the left, playing backcourt. Alex on the right. Consulting with Douglas, who comes off of a fantastic singles match. Didn't come out on the winning end of it, but played very well. The intensity in Alex goes all the way through to his nails. I hadn't noticed that before. The hair looks fine. See Ben there in the background. And Migarena, who's season by season has just gotten better and better as he's gotten more comfortable with the court. Always composed, thoroughly professional. Great addition to the Renegades. I was just commenting on Alex's choice of nail polish. Had you noticed that before?
I did not.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it black for the Warriors?
as intense as Alex's. Perfect time to get the camera on him as well. That's just box of tissues, someone please.
2-1 game day score, but again, the Warriors take that first set, so if they win one of these next two, that will give the Warriors a tie at the very least, and a chance to win it. Up next with still 2 matches left after this. Manny against Omega Reina in singles. So Omega Reina's got a back-to-back here, and then Correa and Julin against Ben and Flores to close it out. Second set, about ready to begin. Gawanaga will serve. There's a serve, we begin. Set 2. Catch by Omega Reina. All the way back at the 13 line. Alex, great catch overhead. Cortada. Oh, that stayed up the middle. Gawanaga scooped it up. Blast the backhand, but Julin goes up now at the 11 line. Comes in over the top. Gawanaga. Inside placement from the Costado. Julin read it. Made the catch. Sends it back low. Omega Reina steps up. Omega Reina now at the 12 line. Backhand coming up. Here's Julin. Omega Reina from the 10 line. Alex thought about it. Goes up for it at the last second. Kicks it off the wall. Now both Renegades there. Omega Reina is the one to make the save. Alex into the Costado. It's a splitter. It lands in and scores. First point of set 2 goes to Alex and Julin.
Was Gawanaga calling him off? I heard yelling, but I didn't know who was yelling.
No, I think they were maybe calling for him to go for it.
Okay.
Because I don't think he was in position to make a play on it.
Yeah, they were very close.
That was a very intentional placement shot on the 2-wall.
By Alex?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I love that shot. Then a backhand 2-wall. Oh, caught right there by Gawanaga. Keeps it low. What a snag there by Alex. Puts it on the wall. Scooped up by Omega Reina.
Beautiful catch.
Now Julin backed up to the 11 line. Sends it up. Omega Reina's there. Julin goes up again. Not going to let it pass. Sends it a little bit harder. Omega Reina beyond the 13 line. Here's Julin. Forehand dropping in low. Gawanaga gets there. The backhand from the 9 kicks up. Julin tracks it down on the outside. Keeps the forehand low. Omega Reina set up for the rebote. Lays it up. Alex moves in. Forehand kicks way to the outside. And it lands in and scores. That's 2 points. And the serve for the Warriors.
Talking about working one piece of the court.
Well, it's the spot of the court that doesn't get a lot of action. But if you can get the ball like a 3-wall, moving towards the outside and hit off the back wall, it's going to open up all day long. Alex is just, I mean, it's really smart highlight right here. Bote saved up high. Gawanaga, nice catch back at the 8 outside placement. Ooh, Alex read it. Goes high again. 3-wall lands in. Gawanaga able to save this one though. Shoots it inside. Julin waiting for it on the wall. Powerful backhand caught in the corner. Here's Omega Reina. Catch by Omega Reina back at the 12 line. Lobs this one up. Now the rebote. It's a forehand for Alex. Cut off there by Gawanaga. Julin sends it deep. It's coming way out. Rebote forehand tracked down at the 6. Julin keeps it on the left side. Omega Reina passed on the scoop, saves the rebote. Catch in the middle of the court. Alex keeps it low. The Cortada's picked up before the second bounce. And again, hard return. That's right on the wall. Peeled off by Omega Reina beyond the 13. Now Julin from the middle of the court. Sends it high. Crosses the wall. Omega Reina ducks into the side wall. Gawanaga saves the rebote. Now Julin moves up. Keeps the runner low. Omega Reina makes the catch in the air. Rebote clipped the wall. Gawanaga's got it. Shoots it up the middle. Picked up by Julin now. Omega Reina runs around it. Drops the rebote inside. Puts it on the wall. Julin steps up. shoots it low. Migarena got out of there late. Goanaga just laid it up. Alex from the 6. It's a drop shot, dropped in to score. 3 points for the Warriors.
Alex played that beautifully. I mean, it was a power game right up until he threw that drop shot.
Migarena sends it up. That's coming way out. Robote forehand shot at the 7 line. Not past to Migarena though. He makes the play. Julian ducks inside. Alex waiting for the Robote. Lays it up. Catch by Migarena now. Catch deep in the corner by Migarena. Lobs it up. Julian lets it go. Alex pushed it up the middle. Goanaga looking for that 3-wall. That's not opening enough. Alex, though, powerful Robote right up the middle. Scoop, but juggled. Juggling the call. That is 4 points. 4 in a row to begin set 2 for the Warriors.
So the problem there was Goanaga tried to do something that is really, I don't think, is in his playbook, which is go for that 3-wall. And he left Migarena kind of out in the open for that.
Catch inside low there by Alex. Big backhand coming up. Migarena's got it between the 12 and 13. Sends it back. Here's Julian. Forehand stays low. Scooped up high on the left side. Robote forehand. Pushed out. Up the middle. Goanaga takes a look. Keeps it low. Julian now. Robote. He saves it. Tough one now for Migarena. Hook to the outside. Alex has another one. Keeps the court title low. Crosses the wall. It scores. 5 points. Possible set. Possible match point for the Warriors.
The Renegades have not played Bagley. Though the score doesn't reflect anything, and I understand that, but they have not played Bagley. Just the Warriors from the brothers here have just played on top of every ball. Just spectacular.
Robote to the outside, looking to end it. Goanaga picks it up. Karam doesn't open, but it does score. That'll get the Renegades their first point of set 2. Still a possible match for the Warriors.
Karam by Goanaga. Alex is there. Just off the frame.
Alex just out of the way of that serve, but Julian picks it up.
Ooh.
What a catch there inside. Goanaga puts it right on the wall. Julian rips it off back at the 12. Migarena waiting for it. Sends it up high and deep. Julian calls for Alex. He makes the save on the Robote. Goanaga wastes no time, gets it to the costado. It's dropping. Julian on a knee makes that save. Backhand again. Kicking out. Robote comes shooting out. Alex lays it up. Goanaga. Drop shot. Alex is quick. He got there. Tries to lift up the backhand, and Migarena waits for it. Julian now from the 11 line, dropping inside. Goanaga comes back, puts it just above the pad. Julian charges down the inside. Forehand stays low. Migarena backing up. That is tipped. Point, set, and match. Alex and Julian take it in straight set, 6-3, 6-1. And a statement there by Alex and Julian. Good enough to get the Warriors the game day tie at the very worst. We'll see what happens in these last 2. We got Manny and Migarena in singles up next. Let's take a look at some replays there from match number 4. And that's about as dominant you're going to see that Warriors team play. Alex and Julian with maybe the best performance of the season there to give their team a big win, 3rd of the day, securing some points on a day where they need it. Touch outside there by Julian, and here's the carom. I mean, look at where that lands in. I mean, it's just perfect. See Alex, I mean, so aggressive, attacking here to the outside, really attacking the outside of the court. Just clipped the net before Goanaga made the save.
Yeah, had to move the net out of the way.
Low runner inside here. Scoop miss. Robote not there. A powerful serve here by Alex. Stays low, and then, yeah, it kind of hit something there and just kind of died. You see second bounce way before Migarena got up to it.
That spot.
Yeah. There the placement shot started coming. Drop shot here by Alex, just above the pad. Look at how far both the Renegades are from it. And then Robote kind of hooked outside, gives it right to Alex. Makes him pay with the cortada. And Julian right here gets it going on. Migarena rather on the back foot. Tipped it in the corner. 6-3, 6-1. Alex and Julian just dominant in that performance, and they've secured the tie for their team. Congratulations to you both, Alex and Julian. Stu and I were saying that may be some of the best we've seen you two play together, but how would you describe that performance that secured the tie for your team in a big game day?
Yes, to be honest, we knew that we needed to play aggressive, and it was going to be a little bit 50-50 with the kill shots, because sometimes the kill shots don't work, but we knew that we didn't to miss the ball and do the kill shots because Alice is not feeling well, so that was the key.
Awesome, guys. Well, a great performance. You've got the tie. See if you can get the win in your next two. Thank you.
Thank you.
They send out Manny to try to win the game day. He's already getting some throws in. He will take on a Migarena who's coming out for a back-to-back, so he's just getting some extra rest here before he steps back out there.
If he looks like that, plays like that when he's not feeling well, can you imagine if they took my announcer's chair and wheeled it out onto the court and strapped a cesta on me? Oh my God.
It's funny because I was thinking the same thing, but look, I wasn't going to, if he wasn't feeling well, I wasn't going to push, but yeah, I was thinking the same thing. If that's not feeling well, that is scary for the rest of the league. Is this Warriors team still? I mean, they win the game day here. They are right back in the mix for a playoff spot. Manny's ready to go here. 0-3, Migarena, he's just 1-3 in singles.
Robote forehand by Manny. Migarena aggressively from the right side. Back to the inside. Manny's there. Has a tip ball at the 8 line. First point of this singles match goes to Migarena of the Renegades. So, Manny's got no time for introductions. No. He's starting. He's starting.
He's ready to go.
Four cestas in the back he's got to finish. And this match. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Well, I will say, Migarena, even though he's just 1-3 in singles, he's really changed his style up. I mean, in the first few seasons, he wasn't really throwing any shots. Now he'll throw a bunch of costados. He'll mix it up, and he really tries to put pressure on his opponent. We'll see what Manny can do here, because Manny, I mean, he's a warrior. I mean, he'll stand back there, fight all match long. Doesn't have a ton of shots as well, but get a great battle here.
Robote forehand by Migarena. Stopped by Manny. Manny on the right side. To the inside, Migarena's there. Manny from the 9 line. Backhand. Passing. Rotate forehand by Migarena. The carom does not open. Stopped on the forehand of Migarena. Drop shot. Dropped into the pad. 1-1, Manny serves.
Well, that's one of the shots that he's added into his repertoire this season, which is the drop shot thrown from the outside. A lot of times in singles, you'll get your opponent backing up because they're expecting you to blast it low and hard back to the inside. But especially in a first set with a cold ball, the drop shot tends to work very well.
Excellent serve by Manny into the corner. Migarena comes out beautifully on the left side. Robote to the outside, and Migarena's there. Miguelina again from the outside. Gonna cross. Manny looking for the rebote. He makes the save, keeps it inside. And Miguelina from the 5 line, the 2 wall to score. 2 points for Miguelina. He serves. You said it.
Well, that's just what we've been seeing. You know, a lot of really just great play by him, moving up on the ball. But it's just an uncomfortable style for him. I mean, he's played all of his career in the backcourt on a traditional court, so having to move up playing in front of about the 5-7 line is a little bit different, but I tell you what, I mean, he's really figured it out pretty quickly this season. Still, he can put it all together and get a big win here against Manny. Keep the game day going for his team.
Here's the catch by Manny at the 11 line backhand. Wall to wall, rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Miguelina. That clears the overhead screen. 2-all. Lands in and scores. 2-2. Manny serves.
2-all off the rebote. Look, that may be the best time to throw a shot with the Miguelina trapped inside there. Kicks it off the side wall, lands it in, ties it up.
Here's the backhand by Miguelina. Rebote. Rebote forehand. Outside placement of the forehand rebote is stopped by Miguelina. Rebote left side will stay very much the inside. What a catch by Miguelina, stopping it at the 8 line. Too much. That hit the overhead screen. A 3rd point for Miguelina. Renegades, he serves.
Again, the importance of passing. You know, you see it every game, particularly here. I mean, whether singles or doubles, but Manny just tries to get it up a little bit higher, give a little extra power to not give Miguelina a good opportunity to score.
Placement to the inside scores for Miguelina.
Inside placement here. Too much space, and there's even a threat of a 2-wall now, which you normally wouldn't have said with a Miguelina's game, I mean, at the beginning of the year. But Manny's positioned more to the middle of the court. Leaves a little space exposed, and he finds it inside.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Powerful forehand, just caught the overhead screen. Three points for Manny. He serves.
Yeah, just off his footing there. Tries to send it up a little high, but when you're on the back foot, and those rebotes tend to go up and out of play.
Powerful backhand by Miguelina. Manny's there. Manny from the 9 line. This one taken in the air by Miguelina. Drop shot. Made contact and scores. 5 points for Miguelina. This is possible set point.
Not often you see this play. I mean, Manny takes one step back, and that shows Miguelina what to do with it. Throw the drop shot, try to get it to die up there in front of the 4 line if you can.
It's really well done.
Yeah, I mean, he shot that one deep, back at the 10.
Powerful backhand by Manny. Wall to wall from the left side off the serve.
Oh,
Another
he did
drop
it
shot.
It worked.
It scores. Point and set to Amigarena, taking the first set. 6-3. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
Well, I mean, you can see it live. I mean, if we watch that set and you've watched previously, I mean, more thoughtful shots to end the point for Amigarena. Not this rally game to the inside, catch and throw. Look, in singles, you got to throw something because these groups are mixed. I mean, there's some front quarters or some back quarters, some more aggressive than others. But the one thing that we've seen is typically the more aggressive and the better shot maker, the more success you will have in singles. And, you know, some of these guys are just starting to break out a new strategy. Amigarena doing a great job there, 6-3. And with the Renegades backed up too, can't afford to drop another match. That would give the Warriors the game day win and would keep the Renegades down at 6.5 points. So right now, maybe we could take a look at the standings here because getting towards the end of the game day, it becomes a little more important. So you see the Warriors here. If they win the game day, they would move into a tie with the Renegades at 6.5 points, and they would actually knock the Fireballs out of the playoffs for the moment. After tonight, let's see here, Stu. The Chargers will have 2 game days left. The Warriors, Renegades won, Fireballs, and Cyclones also won. So the Chargers were the only team with 2 game days left. But you know, if the Renegades can get some points, move up to 7, that would keep that gap between themselves and the Warriors, and that's all they're trying to do here and finish up in the top 4. And then if 2 teams end tied in terms of points, then we got a tiebreaker to worry about. And again, that tiebreaker's total match is 1, but there's still too much to decide. We're not gonna get into that yet. But we will update you at the end of the game day. The math will math. It's
The math will math?
Yeah, it will.
The math will math.
Manny will be playing singles in his last match of the game day for the Warriors too. He's only 0-3, so looking to get something going here still. Can turn this match around, get the win, give his team the game day.
We're ready to begin our second set. Manny has a serve for the Warriors. Manny serves. Second set has begun. That serve crosses the sidewall beautifully deep in the backcourt.
Trapped deep in the corner there.
Rebote forehand. This one caught by Manny. Manny fakes the carom, puts it inside. Amigarena is there at the 10 line. Backhand. Wall to wall. Here's the backhand by Manny. Oh, what a catch by Manny against the side wall. Rebote forehand. Manny on the catch. Placement inside. Amigarena with a great catch on the left side, and there's the backhand.
Oh, just wide.
Amigarena gets the first point of the second set.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to go for a 2-wall off the rebote, but again, elevates it a bit and pushes it well wide of the court. Again, if he's going for that, usually a sign that he's just trying to make something happen. It's kind of a desperation play. Amigarena strikes first in set 2 here. Again, seems to be playing a little bit better and more of a clear strategy too.
Here's a backhand by Manny. What a catch
beautiful.
At the side wall. Amigarena now from the 12 line to the inside. Big bounce. Will score. 1-1, Manny serves.
Yeah, man, he's trying to get a towel there. It's always interesting to see who's going to be the one to make the move, but it looks like Ben will step up here and take one for the team. Always quick to do it.
Well, not quick this time. I mean, usually quick. Yeah, there's a love-hate relationship there between Manny and Ben that goes way back. Actually, it's a joke. Manny has tremendous respect for Ben as far as how hard he's worked.
And you just told him, thanks, Ben, but get off the court now.
Thank you. You can go. That's
your work here.
That's pretty much how it is. Here's the backhand by Amigarena, powerfully thrown wall-to-wall from the left side. Rebote forehand, outside placement. Amigarena got there, could not hold on. 2 points for Manny. He serves.
Well, that's tricky. I mean, switches it up. It looks like he's just going to slap something more to the inside of the court, but pushes it outside. Amigarena certainly not expecting it. You see how he ends up changing his route here. Yeah, I mean, that little step to the outside and throws off the timing, the concentration, and forces a miss.
Here's the backhand. Thrown wall to wall by Amigarena. 2-all with a light touch. Amigarena gets out there, makes the catch. Drop shot, but a high bounce. Manny gets up to it, looks to pass. He does. Is there a rebote? There is.
Oh.
But it's hooked. 3 points for Manny here in the second set. And the Warriors, he serves.
Yeah, I was wondering maybe for a second if Manny overthrew this ball, but not the case here. Drop shot attempt. When you just throw so many of them, your opponent starts to get a read on it, and they're expecting it too, gets it to pass. And Amigarena, he's charging there at full speed. And Rebote shoots up and in on him, tries to turn it about his head. Just can't get enough power on it.
Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Rebote 2-all. Stopped on the outside. Powerful forehand. It's crossing. Manny stops it. Backhand to the inside. Amigarena looking for the rebote at the 10 line. He makes the save. Manny's there. 2-all. Doesn't open. Stop on the left side of Amigarena. Amigarena from the costado. Powerfully thrown. Manny makes the save. Throw to the inside. Stopped by Manny at the 9 line. 2-all by Manny. Oh, stopped again by Amigarena. Here's another drop shot. This one scores. Tremendous play by both players. Amigarena has 2 points for the Renegades. He serves.
Well, this looked like a pretty good 2-all here for Manny. Just didn't get a ton of power on it. I mean, that extra half a second. I mean, Amigarena is able to get in there on the net, pick it off, and throw a winning shot there. Not easy from the screen, but he's been throwing the drop shot well all match long.
That one definitely worked.
Oh, missed off the serve. Oh, my, Stu. 3-3 tied up. Surprising, Stu. Floater coming in, crossing deep. It's exactly what you want.
Here's the backhand by Manny. Carom by Manny will open it. Stopped by Amigarena on the outside. Powerful forehand. Scores crossing. 4th point for Amigarena. He serves.
Beats him to the inside there with the forehand. I mean, once he's established it, he's going to throw shots to the outside. You know, first of all, Manny's already off the inside because there's just too much space there. And once you establish it, you're going to throw a few more shots. I mean, you got your opponent guessing, and Manny, it just hasn't been comfortable really all match long back there.
Here's the backhand by Manny. Robote forehand. Scoop attempt missed. Robote not there. 4-4 is the score. Manny serves.
4-4 here. Robote to the inside. Perfectly played. And he tries to go back there for the scoop. And
tremendous effort.
Died. Manny couldn't have played that Robote any better. Crossing the wall, hitting on the floor, right as Miguelena tried to make that catch.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
Bit of a different serve for Manny, too. More of a Cortada serve.
Yeah, very rarely see him go sidearm like that.
Went way over.
Here's the backhand by Miguelena. Robote forehand.
Oh, what a
Placement to the inside scores perfectly for Miguelena along the wall. 5 points. This is possible set and possible match point for Miguelena.
Well, this point, it just showed you the importance of keeping the ball along the side wall. You talk about clipping a lot, Stu. And if this one clips, it comes to Manny in the middle of the court. It stays inside. Manny's got a long run, bouncer kicking up, and that's not an easy catch.
That camera angle really shows you the best. You know, clipping isn't just a thing. It can completely change the calculus of a game. Completely change the calculus of a game. You just have to have the ability to keep it on the wall. Robote saved by Miguelena. Manny moves up to take it in the air. Inside placement will score. We're at 5-5 in the second set. So if Manny wins this point, we'll go on to a third and decisive set. If Miguelena wins this point, we're done.
If Miguelena wins too, it'll keep the game day going. If Manny wins it, a chance for the Warriors to win this game day in our third set. A lot on the line here.
Manny getting feedback from Alex. I mean, you talk about two different generations.
I just wonder, Manny went out with injury. He was kind of bending over there, but it looked like more of a consultation, not a timeout.
Here's the backhand by me. Oh, that took off and hit the overhead screen. Point and set to Manny. Will go on to a third and decisive set in just 2 minutes.
So a chance for Manny up next. That backhand just getting away from Miguelena there. Takes us into a third set, Stu. How about that? Again, he just didn't have really any control of that backhand. I mean, that was way high from the moment it left the basket. I mean, hit high off the front wall and the overhead screen up there about the 3 line. Alex coming over with some refreshments. Douglas a towel. And the Warriors team that, win there would really give them a decent shot at making the playoffs.
I just picture Manny now, having known him, a long time. I picture Manny going like, "Why are you following me? Like, why are you following me around? What is it that you need to say that I need?"
Oh, Douglas must be wearing that new crossover gear that we the Jai-Alai Nike gear that I didn't get my hands on that.
I didn't know it existed.
Yeah.
Really?
But that's nifty. Seems like some good strategy there from Alex. He really understands the game so well. He's understanding this court a little bit better day by day, and now.
Oh, and he handed him the cap. See, that's key.
It hasn't stopped,
And just generationally here. I mean, Manny has been playing Jai-Alai. How old is Alex?
I mean, he's less than 28, right? I mean, certainly less. He's mid-low 20s.
So Manny's been playing professional Jai-Alai since 1997, which I'm gonna guess is
older than Alex.
Is older than so
sure.
He's been playing professional Jai-Alai longer than Alex has been alive. That doesn't mean that Alex doesn't. Of course, Alex gives him feedback. You can take feedback from anybody, but I think that smile kind of tells us, like, dude, what do you want from me? I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna make the shot when I see it.
Still going here, even after the whistle.
And of course, Alex. Gotta go.
Third set.
We're ready to begin our third and decisive set. Amigarena will have the serve. There's the serve. Our third set has begun. Here's the backhand. Ball tipped. First point goes to Manny of the Warriors. He serves.
Well, into a third set here. Once you move back on that ball, I mean, you're committed to making that catch in the air. He knew it was going to be a tough one, was cutting inside the whole time. Just couldn't pick it off the wall.
Powerful backhand by Amigarena. Rebote forehand by Manny. Amigarena's there. Winding up. 2-all. Manny reads it, stops it. Forehand is caught by Amigarena. Perfect court placement. Scoop by Manny. Phenomenal play there at the 8 line. Rebote to the inside. Off the frame of Manny Cesta it goes. We're tied up at 1-1 in the third set. Amigarena serves for the Renegades.
24 years old for Alex. We got that officially, so definitely. But still, and the way that they interact, Alex is just a great part of this team. Always there in the cage with pretty much anybody out on the court.
Absolutely. Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Rebote left side for the big bounce. What a scoop by Amigarena, and the inside placement scores. 2 points for Amigarena of the Renegades. He serves.
And when you see a player get the ball on the costado, I mean, you're just so worried about the 2-wall. That's just a natural instinct. You see Manny takes off that way, but there's also the inside. Less risky, makes it easy for Amigarena, drops it there and gets his second point.
Here's the backhand by Manny to the inside. Rebote. Left side. Carom by Manny. Stopped by Amigarena. Juggling on the call of Amigarena there at the screen. That's a second point for Manny. We're tied up 2-2.
Yeah, there was just a little hitch in the throwing motion of Amigarena, and it looked like at that point he kind of caught the ball on the tip, which means that it lost control of the basket. We'll see here as he's moving down the outside. Yeah, right there. There's that hitch. Yep. And
yeah, one way or the other, that would have constituted holding as well.
Yeah, it was maybe more of a hold than a juggle, but the juggle came eventually, just a little bit later.
Here's a backhand by Amigarena to the inside. Carom landing in. Stopped by Amigarena.
This one.
Gets this one off. Catch by Manny. Manny playing it high and inside. Amigarena looks for the rebote. Light touch. Manny's there. Winding up. Costalo 2-all. Stopped by Amigarena.
What a reach.
Oh, what a catch by Manny. Hard to the inside he goes where it will score. Beautifully played by both players. Manny gets the point.
First of all, the defense by Amigarena just picked that one off the net. And the way he controlled himself, too, to not have his momentum take him into the net is just fantastic. Look at the reach there. Avoids it the entire way. But when he puts it inside, I mean, Manny, it's the only place you can make a catch on it.
It's not just veterans. It's 2 old war horses here just really playing it out beautifully. Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7. Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Here's the catch by Amigarena. splitter. Stop by Amigarena. Amigarena's 2-all will land in and score. Well done, 3-3. Amigarena serves.
Again, told him exactly where to throw it. Manny trapped inside. That's been the best opportunity to throw the 2-all here, maybe even in the match. His first instinct is to go inside. Just, if he misses the throw, I'm there. But if he throws a 2-all, he's dead. 3-3, ties it up late in the third set.
Rebote forehand, just missed by Amigarena there at the 7 line. It's a 4th point for Manny of the Warriors. He serves.
Swing and a miss. I mean, he's in position, seemingly lined up for what should be a simple rebote, but again, it's not always as easy as it appears. About the timing, and it wasn't timed up properly. Gives Manny the lead 4-3.
Served by Manny, caught and returned by Amigarena. Rebote forehand by Manny. Amigarena backs up, takes it on the bounce, winds up. 2-wall thrown to score. Aggressive play by Amigarena paying off. 4-4 is the score. Amigarena serves.
Well, ties it up late here, and there's the 2-wall. We're talking about it early. We haven't seen a whole lot of them. It's been mostly drop shots. Breaking it out late here. 4-4. Trading point for point. And Renegades need the win to stay alive in the game day. It's Amigarena.
There's the backhand. Amigarena takes off. Outside placement. Stop. Oh, but not held on to by Manny. That goes off the frame. 5 points for Amigarena. This is possible set, possible match point.
Well, Amigarena goes for it. It's a outside placement from the forehand rebote, and it comes up the middle of the court. I mean, Manny is there, just thrown too powerfully. That's all it is. Hard to line it up there. But one that he would certainly like to have back. Now a chance to win the match here, too, if he needs it.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Okay, he went for a big bounce serve there. Tries to trap Manny into the corner. Let's see what he's got here. Second serve in singles. Should just try to get it in, not be too heroic. As he does, perfectly.
Here's the backhand by Manny to the inside. Rebote. Left side by Amigarena. Catch by Manny. Manny aggressively back to the inside. Amigarena's there. Backhand passing. Rebote. Saved by Manny. Catch by Amigarena.
Scores.
Point, set, and a hard-fought match for Amigarena of the Renegades, winning at 6-4 in the third set.
Just one win separating these two in the game day score. Amigarena delivers for the Renegades, as he has really all season, stepping into that #1 backcourt role. They send out Ben and Flores with a chance to tie the game day against Correa and Julian. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there. Blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Joe Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Joe Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one! Back over here with our winner, Amigarena. Congratulations. That was a great match, back and forth against Manny, veteran in the sport too. How did you feel about that win, delivering for your team?
Very happy for the win, especially because the previous game we lost. And let's see with this last game what happened. If we get a tie to get points for our team, so let's see.
Awesome, Amigarena. Well, great spot for you in singles. Got the win. See what happens in this last match.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, he played 2 in a row there. Lost the first, but a big win there. Sets up Ben and Flores with a chance to tie up this game day at 3. They'll have a tough match against Correa and Julin, though, of the Warriors. Correa and Julin 6-2 this season in Division 5. That's a tough division, still one of the best records in that group. And then you got Ben and Flores this year.
Has Ben ever played front court and battle court?
There was a match. I think he has to. I can't tell you. I think he played with a Rots in the front, or a Rots was in the, it was something. But I remember someone was out of position. But
sounds like a fever dream.
Maybe it was a dream, actually.
That's a bizarre combination. I mean, think about that.
Right, and I think something had to happen for those two to step out there together. But look, this is a team that won their second match of the year, and since that point, they've dropped 7 in a row. So they say, you know what? Change it up, see if we can get some momentum built with this new pairing with Ben in the front, Flores in the back. And I will say, one thing that we've seen is if you move a player to the backcourt, and it just simplifies the game. All they have to focus on is, mostly just catching and throwing as opposed to defending the entire outside. One thing we know about Ben is he's quick and he's athletic, and he can defend Correa up there, who's going to have opportunities in this match. In this particular matchup too against Correa and Julin,
it's interesting.
It's really interesting.
It is interesting.
I don't mind it at all. Change it up, see what they can do. Renegades need a win to end it in a tie. If the Warriors win, they'll win the game day and move up our standings inside the playoffs. Correa and Julin will serve. We are ready to begin our final match. Correa and Julin serve to Ben and Flores. There's the serve. We begin our final match. Costado inside. Julin all on it. Makes the play. Rebote now for Flores. Coming up the middle. Correa tipped it. First point of our final match goes to the Renegades, Ben and Flores.
So, got to give Ben kudos. He picked the serve. That's good. Correa moved up on that a bit aggressively. Julin didn't call him off. Don't know if Julin had a play on that.
Serve comes right up the middle. There's Julin from the backcourt. Low to the inside. Picked up there by Flores. Catch by Julin. Backhand, high and hard. Now the rebote for Ben. Puts it up to the inside. Correa picks it off. Opens up for the outside placement. Keeps it inside. Scooped up by Flores. Julin. Great stop overhead, the outside placement.
Oh,
Ben
what a
reaches
catch.
out, stops it. The cortada comes in. It's picked up before the second bounce. Julin now with time at the 10. Shoots it low and hard again. Scoop by Flores. Big backhand coming out. Ben up at the 7 line. Turn 2 walls. That's too wide. We are tied up 1-1. Well, this is going to be a fun match, too.
Well, Flores was pumped. I mean, in the middle of the point, he says, "Come on, Ben, let's go." I mean, while they're playing. Usually it's yours, mine, let it go. I'm there, stuff like that. But, hey, it's working for him.
Backhand to the inside. What a catch there off the side wall. Beautifully there by Correa. Backhand comes in low. Correa reaches in, picks it off the wall, then sends it deep. Flores out of the way. Ben looking for the rebote. Lays it up from the right side. Julin moves in. Shoots it low and hard on the wall.
Another
Scooped
one.
up again by Flores.
These scoops seem effortless by Flores in the back.
Catch back to the 11 line. This one floated up on the wall. Julin moves in. It's coming way out. Ben on the rebote. Drops it inside. Julin moves in. Flores stops this one up at the 11. Back inside now. Julin with the forehand. It's over the top. Flores, what a scoop back behind him. Correa tipped it in the middle of the court. Second point for the Renegades. They lead. They're fighting back there today, and
just
These
kind of
catches by Flores so far have been phenomenal.
the scoops, fantastic. Julian's really firing it back there, and Correa's just run by 2 balls, just really going after them aggressively and missing them. Not that one.
Correa's got this serve, shoots it inside, catch in the air by Flores, and was screened a bit too. Here's
maneuvered
Julian.
around Julian.
Tough one crossing there. That will get by and score. Second point, we're tied up. 2-2.
He looked surprised like that he caught it. Did you pick that up?
You think he was just, on the previous one?
No, the previous one that he did catch. No, it's like...
Tough serve crossing. Flores stands in, picks it up, floats it on the wall. Julian comes down with it. Julian again, this time from the 9 line. He blasts it, but that hit the screen. That is out of play. 3 points for the Renegades. Tough one there. I mean, Ben and Flores, 3-2 lead. And really, I mean, all the points has been unforced errors. A miss by Correa, another miss, and then Julian sending one up in the overhead screen. So very avoidable, but this is a match that you just got to focus. And right now, the Renegades are playing.
Maybe that was part of the strategy. By putting Ben in the front court, we're trying to confuse him to death.
Whatever, it's working so far. It's still a long way to go. Backhand sticks along the wall. Flores picks it off. This one dropping in low. Now Correa. Backhand. Stopped at the 11. Julian, low and hard to the inside. Scooped up by Flores. There's the backhand. Julian stops another one. I'm wondering, Stu, you know, like these backhands that Flores is throwing, all of them are coming to Julian at a point. Does he want to get in this rally game with Julian, or would he rather maybe play Correa, who's missed a few early?
Oh, I think he's just catching and throwing, to be honest with you.
Okay,
I think he's just catching and throwing.
I mean, with a softer touch, you know, Correa steps in front of all these.
Well, Flores is likely to throw that backhand too all.
Oh, ball dropped outside by Correa. Ben and Flores now with 4. That leads up to 2. Fault under serve, second serve. Here's Julian back at the 12. Lifts it up high and deep. That rebote's on the wall. Ben kind of lays it up. Julian moves in on the hop. From the 9 line, keeps it low. Flores there. He scoops it.
Look, it's impressive. He's making some fantastic catches,
This
one after
passes.
the other.
It's on the wall, laid up, right to Ben, but he missed it in the middle of the court. Warriors with a break, their 3rd point, and the serve.
Can't say enough about Flores and the scooping. I mean, he's just been behind every one.
No, Ben had to be licking his chops here. I mean, this is coming right up the middle. It's as good of an opportunity as he's going to get, and he knows it. Serve cutting inside. Flores just did get there before it crossed. Now here's Julian. Great stop up at the 7. Low running backhand. Julian gets to it again. Rebote dropping. Ben sweeps it up. Correa moves in. Outside placement is good. Okay, and Ben calling for a challenge. We will see here. We're just waiting for the captain to confirm. Again, just wait. I don't know if they're going to challenge. Yeah, all right. 4-4 is the score now. We're tied. Here's Flores from the 11th. Floats one up inside. Julian comes charging down to make that play. Big backhand follows. Ben looking for the rebote, just kind of lays it up. Correa. Costado. Ooh, it's a drop shot, not droppy enough. Ben with a chance. Oh, and he dropped it on top of the pad.
We could leave it at that.
Oh, Stu, there was just so much space there.
No, I saw it, Andrew. I saw it. We're going to move on to Correa's serve now and
possible set point here for the Warriors.
Move past that.
Hard serve.
Ace.
Scores for the set. Correa and Julian close it out 6-4. 2 minutes. We'll play set 2.
And you're watching Battle Court live from Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently playing our 6th and final match of this game day between the Renegades and the Warriors. No, you are not seeing things. Ben has moved and become a front quarter.
Dude, this first couple points here, felt like maybe the Renegades were going to pull this off. They led as much as 4-2. I mean, midway into that
Flores
set.
was scooping great in the back.
Just kind of sending them there in the backcourt, but he was scooping one up after the other. And Ben, too, I mean, made a few plays up there in the front, but I think just thinking about the ones that they didn't make, I mean, the one that came right up the middle that he missed, the drop shot that flew on top of the pad, I mean, this set, I mean, very easily could have gone the other way. In a match that the Warriors need to win the game day, this is one of their strongest teams against one of the weakest teams for the Renegades, but you just never know. I think the court swap was a good choice, though. I mean, you have Ben up there in the front, a little range here, save a few more rebotes. Flores is catching well in the back. Yeah, I really don't think they could have asked for much more in the first set. They got a few mistakes and unforced errors by the Warriors.
Flores did let more rebotes come out to CRB. Left CRB hanging on a couple of those rebotes, too, that he wound up. One he missed, but the other ones he managed to get back in.
Let's see here. Warriors a set away from winning this game day, moving up to 6.5 points and moving into the top 4 and the playoffs. They would jump the Fireballs, who are holding on to that final playoff spot right now.
Correa needs to get his catching together. I mean, he was catching far better earlier in the game day. And throughout the season, he's been playing fantastic just off today.
And also with a win here by the Warriors, they would then control their own destiny in their next game day, meaning that if they won, they would remain in 4th place and advance to the playoffs. There's a serve by Ben. We begin set number 2 with a pick serve. Backhand stopped in the corner. Here's Flores. Julian charging down the inside. Forehand stays low. Scoop. Missed. Rebote not there. First point of set 2 to the Warriors. Correa and Julian.
Ball came in hard and fast.
With the backhand, comes up the middle. Here's Correa now from the 7 line. Forehand, stopped by Flores. Now Julian from the middle of the court, over Ben's head. It's missed. That's 2 for Correa and Julian.
Ben covers a lot of court, did a good job trying to get that ball.
Tough serve. Flores climbed the wall, comes down with the ball. The backhand clears, but Julian has it deep in the backcourt. Puts it inside. That one is tipped. 3-point lead for the Warriors. Correa and Julian.
Scoops had been working for Flores. Again, you want to try to catch that ball in the air if you can. He caught that. I'll tell you, that was a beautiful serve by Correa. Flores stopped it well.
Catch inside there by Correa. Backhand lobbed up. Here's Flores. Julen fires it low. That scores. Sneaks by inside. Makes it 4-0 here in our second set.
Crossing the wall deep. Powerful forehand from Julen.
Ben takes the serve, shoots it inside. Julen switches to the right at the last instant. Tough one. Flores scooped it up.
It's a good catch.
Backhand inside. Julen now from the 9. Long rebote tracked down by Ben. Coming up the middle, Julen calls him off, keeps it low, crosses the wall, scooped up again. Flores now tries to beat Julen inside. It's on the wall. That scores. Point for the Renegades. They serve here in set 2.
Ball crosses the wall just right where Julen's going to catch it. Worked out well.
Flores has to go up for it. Back at the 13 now. Pushed into the outside. Julen gets it. Low, hard one, crossing. That is tipped. Brings the Warriors to 5 points. Possible set and a possible match point for Correa and Julen.
It's kind of like Alex earlier. He found that spot in the court near the cage and just kept going back to it. It worked for him. Same thing here with Julen.
Here's Flores now, back at the 11 line. Floats one inside. Correa gets under it. Julen now from the 9, backhand, stays low. Flores tipped it in the corner. Point, set, match, and game day. All going the way of the Warriors. Correa and Julen close it out 6-4, 6-1 for a 4-2 game day win. We're going to hear from our winners momentarily.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
We are joined here by our winners, Correa and Julen, stepping out there for the last match, a chance to win the game day. How are you guys feeling?
We're feeling great. You know, we started a little slow, but we were able to pick it up. You know, our goal was just to play calm, comfortable, and not make mistakes, communicate, and just keep going.
Awesome, guys. A great performance for you. Now control your own destiny as you look towards the playoffs. Congratulations on a big win.
Thank you. Go Warriors.
Let's take a look at these standings before we depart here, because you see the Warriors now moving up into a tie with the Renegades. They are comfortably in the top 4, meaning if the Warriors win their last game day against the Chargers, they will solidify their spot in the playoffs. The Fireballs only have 1 game day left. The Chargers have 2, which complicates things a bit. But for the Warriors right now, they're going to move up and a chance to make it their way into the playoffs. One more game day this week. We'll be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, for another edition of Battle Court Jai-Alai. We'll see you then, folks.